you touch everything? If there's something broken or whatever, and I was bloody here, and then there was no nosebleed, good God. And then, when I look at my classmates, some of them were literally out of their chairs like me. And even our chairs, they were all upside down. And you will realize our school didn't provide us a good bus. Because a lot of us were really injured. There were some, but the good thing, the most severe injury that we had was just 3 stitches for my classmate. She's a girl. And you will know that all of us, and then that was the moment na we tried to jump out of the plane because it's starting to get usok. Ano ba yung usok? Foggy inside because of the machine. Smoke, foggy. Smoky pala. Foggy. Yeah. It's getting to have a lot of smoke inside. And then the construction workers outside were shouting, "Labas na kayo kasi sasabog na yung bus nyo." And every one of us were panicking kasi tumalon yung mga CI na. The first one who jumped the CI, because our glasses were already shattered in the first few seats. So the people from the back, they cannot open the glasses. It's closed. We don't have anything to make it open or to break it. So what we did is people started to jump. And if you were in the bus, it's very high from the window bus to down. And if you can see, if you will jump, it's a lot of glasses. And then you will see your classmates all bleeding. And then, but you will try to, if I jump, I will also get injured. So what will we do? We started jumping. Our classmates, especially girls, started picking up other girls. And then we were in shock how strong we were. And at the same time, we were in shock how none of us brought paraphernalia. We were nurses, but there's none of us who brought paraphernalia for the first aid. And then, our driver, that is the most moment, sabi ko, I was hating myself at that time because I saw the driver. He was in shock. He was, naipit. He was compressed in the front and he looked at me. He cannot say, "Help me" or anything. But the instinct I did? I just look at him, then I jump. I left him there. And then, I'm just being selfish. Yeah. That moment, I realized how selfish I am for my own life. But then, that was the moment na, parang kasi naisip ko, ano ting matutulong ko? But it's not what, I could have done something better for that driver. I should have kasi lahat na umalis eh. Tapos siya doon na-stuck. Tapos walang tumulong. What if that bus really exploded? But good thing, God is good. And I prayed that moment before that. Kasi doon ko na-realize na, if I didn't pray, maybe I'm dead today. And then that moment really made me realize that life is really unexpected. So if you can have a time to help. And then, in your moment na realization, one person can be really, really selfish for his own life like me. So, I'm really struggling not to be selfish anymore. So I hope God will help me. So that's really an answered prayer.
Amen.
Another one. Thank you, Sister Cham, for this wonderful experience.
Hindi Tagalog. Kasi...
Bawal. English daw.
Hindi naman ako nag-IELTS. So this is my third time to share this story. Last 2014, I was supposed to go for exit. I filed my resignation letter already.
On the process na siya. It because of my head nurse attitude problem. At alam niyo naman ang lola niyo, hindi talaga magpapatalo pag tama ako. So, nakaakyat kami hanggang acting director of nursing na Briton at dumugo ang ilong ko doon. So, pagko-complain sa kanya, pero masyado siyang protected ng isang mataas na opisyal na Arabo doon. So, hindi natin siya matatouch kahit sinong mag-complain sa kanya. So, I decide to go for exit kaysa naman sa mapahamak ako. Then, suddenly, iniyak ko yon, niluhod ko yon kasi ayoko naman talagang umuwi. Then, suddenly, talagang may purpose si Lord na giba yung ward namin. Napunta kami sa ibang ward. Alam ni ni Crisel sa ni Gail. Napunta kami sa ibang ward. From surgery, napunta ako sa medicine. Napakahirap ng workload ko. Alam niyo naman yon, meal medicine, bedridden patient, bedsore, lahat na nandyan. But yung head nurse ko, napakabait niya. Tingnan nyo, kahit shifting ako, nakikita yun, nandito pa rin ako every Saturday. It's because of my head nurse. Talagang bibigyan niya lahat ng request mo as long as makita niya na maayos ka magtrabaho. So, I'm so thankful dahil doon, dahil sa pag nakalipat ako, hindi ako nag-resign. Sa halip na exit, I went for vacation. And then after that, natagpuan ko yung Salimanian Church. So, that is 1.5 year from now. So, ngayon magre-resign na yung head nurse ko. I am praying na sana yung kabalit, i-grant pa rin yung request ko na Saturday off. So, yun po yung purpose.
Dominant characteristic mo. Dominant characteristics. Feeling ko dominant ako overall eh. Site 1. So, syempre, I was given, I don't know, but I hope it doesn't give an impact that I am so mayabang. Hindi naman ganon. Ano lang, this is, I think, a talent and or maybe a skill, but it is yung na-develop siya. Because I already told the Lord that I will give myself to Him. So that's why this talent, this skill that I have is maybe sa talking. Diba? Kaya nga, diba? I'm really talkative. Nag-evangelize ka sa kawan. So, ang pagpachika-chika ko na sinasabi niya, that's the term, no? Our, ano yun, yung tambay language that we call. Hindi ako masyadong nagchichika talaga. Pero, ano ako magsalita? Direct to the point, and if sa first person that I met, especially sa non-Adventist, I tried to be yung nice talaga. Kahit na siguro hindi naman ako mukhang nice talaga, pero first I have to pray na, Lord, bigyan mo ako ng mga words that will come out of my mouth na tama sa pandinig ng taong makakausap ko. That's why, kahit saan mo ako dalhin, dito sa church, sa labas ng church, sa hospital, or wherever I go, ganun ang aking attitude na pinapakita. And siguro nakikita ko rin naman na marami din naman akong friends na nasasabihan ko, maybe at this time, hindi nila na-realize kung ano ang Seventh-day Adventist. But nakita din nila sa akin, especially nasasabihin ko talaga ako, Adventist ako, ganyan. At tapos, yun nga, dalhin na siya sa chika. Tapos, saan ka na lugar, pwede kitang anon doon, mga ganun. But, that's God used me. Tama na yun. Okay, one more. Another is for Christine. I know Christine, she has a traits na pwede mo talagang ma-evangelize ka. Nakita ko sa kanya, but I want her to cite by herself kung ano yun. One go, joke.
I just, commit myself talaga to God. May time, lahat. Ha? Characteristic, hard work. Siguro. Hardworking.
Munching daw.
Hindi ko ma-Elizabeth. Hardworking. Hindi ko alam. Ang hirap eh.
Kasi hindi nila mayabang talaga kami, di ba?
Hindi, kasi you know yourself, you know dominance traits. Yan. Yung one of na nakikita ko Tintin is her being friendly. Diba? I saw ng mga Facebook ni Tintiners. Marami siyang followers and friends. So, diba? Pag may mga friends ka, you can easy, kahit hindi ka mag-talk about God, you evangelize by being your friendship, accommodate mo kung kahit pagod ka na sa pakikinig ng problem nila, but you're here still hearing their words is the good traits for you to evangelize. And nakikita ko yan sa kanya. Diba? Ate Letty, ito sa Ate Letty, maraming experience to. So, and maraming yung may share sa atin.
Oh my God, I will try. Actually, it's been quite some time that I haven't, attended church fellowship, the truth. But regarding some question mo regarding the characteristic, I think, I'm not that friendly, but once you know me as your true friend, aside from the one out there. Because I had an experience that I have a colleague of mine, she's a friend of mine, and then she had a big problem, and I'm just with her. And then there was even one time that she was telling that, she was so depressed. And then after some time, she was really asking, what is my religion? So maybe because she perceived what I have done to her, because only I cannot help. It's not that nagmamayabang ako. As long as I can help, I am there with you as a friend of mine. So there was one time that she was really down to earth and she cried just lately. But then she was really blessed, maybe because she's having a friend, and she was telling me that among her friends, only me who was with her, because her mom died and she cannot be home because of her passport. But the problem is that her passport, she's supposed to renew it, but time is so, cannot permit her because it's 5 months, so she cannot attend. But during the death of her brother, she was able to attend, but the death of her mom, she was not able to attend as well. Because of, aside from the passport, she was having problem in her health. So by then, she was really asking, what is my religion? And maybe that way, it's a way of knowing us also in that aspect, as knowing her about our religion as well. And then there she said that, you're a Seventh-day Adventist, that is why. So we are really known to that, I think. So that's all.
So you are used being a Dorcas, ate. And that is really the good traits of a woman. Okay, for the next question, also if you have question, you can ask also. This one naman, this is your choice. Okay, sasagot ka ate? Hindi ka na sasagot. Okay, I have here a situation and you choose. Okay, you have, kunwari single kayong lahat ate. And then there is a guy. This guy, Pogi agad. This guy is like, let's say this is a businessman who own his own business. Okay?
Businessman nga eh. Businessman.
Mayaman, okay. And then, Pogi. Kasi Pogi siya, Pogi. Yun na.
Yung asa namin, tawag
And
namin
then,
Pogi.
He has a religion, but not that religious man. But he has an open-minded, yung matatalino, mayaman, open-minded, okay? For all the opportunity, okay? Lumapit sa inyo, okay? Nag-court. Ay, Ate Maylin, nag-court. And then, there is also, because you are Seventh-day Adventist, there is also a man in the church pogi din. Ha? Estudyante, Ate Mylene. Ay, ako bang gagastos? Estudyante, pero marama naman sila. Estudyante lang. Yeah, but he grew in a Seventh-day Adventist family. And hindi naman siya hinog sa pananampalatay, but he's a Seventh-day Adventist. To whom you will choose. Sa inyong lahat, hindi ba? Sa inyong lahat. So, sa inyong lahat, you will choose the man na makakapag-ministry ka, or you will choose a man na you will go together, no, in the ministry. Okay? Practical answer, ha? Hindi dahil Seventh-day Adventist. Practical from your heart.
Ayun na ho. Bilis maganda. Practical ba yan?
Wala kasi akong scholarship program. Anyway, para sa akin, because I grew up in non-Adventist family, sinare ko yung kanina kay Sir Neko sa kay Mami Mayan. It's very difficult na both parents magkaiba ang religion. So I will choose the man who will be with me in the ministry. Tapos, kasi, as a Adventist, simula pa nung bata ako, nakikita ko pag may mga tao, may family na kumakanta. Nagiga. So, parang mas okay yun eh. Kasi yung pera.
Nakadokumento, Sir Paul.
Kung both of you, meron kayong work, as long as
We're
nasa...
not talking here about money, we're talking about ministry. Ministry.
Yes, ayun nga. Kasi nga, kapag yung isa, hindi naman yung SDA, di ba?
But open-minded.
But he's open-minded. But still, there's a option na pwedeng hindi niya tanggapin. Kasi ganyan ang mga lalaki pag nanliligaw eh. Ay, sige, tatanggapin kita. Ganyan yan sila, di ba? pero pag kayo na, baka mag-change ng mind, di ba? So, doon tayo sa sigurado na makakasama mo sa church activity.
Alam na. Yung kumakanta
Nalagay mo sa akin kasi ano.
Advice mo na lang sa kanila.
Later na ako ng pangsilado. Special ka talaga.
The finale girl. Ako din po, yung joke lang. Siyempre doon ka na sa, hindi ba medyo hinog-hinog, pero at least parehas na kayo ng faith. Kasi di ba, yun pa nga lang na nasa church na parang born Adventist nga, pero hindi ba siya ganun ka yung faithful kay God. Ang hirap mo na nga dalhin. Parang minsan na yung mga ganun ako, sino pa yung mga born Adventist? Sino pa yung mga born Adventist? Sila pa yung parang mahirap na akayin. So what more na isa, parang ba yun, ibubugis mo yung parang yung faith mo. Kasi ang hirap kasi pag sa babae. Diba? Totoo. Oo. Tapos yun. Tapos, sa pinagdaanan. Ayun nga. Mahirap na parang take ka ng chance lang, mag-risk ka na dun sa non-SDA na iniisip mo na baka madala mo rin naman siya sa church, ganyan. Pero bakit hindi na lang dun ka mismo sa church ka na lang na at least parehas kayo na parang ayun, masaya na kapag nasa loob ka ng church na nandun na kayo parehas, mag-evangelize kayo, at least may isa kayo na parang principles na pinaniniwalaan, ganyan.
Buti na nga.
Okay, yan. We heard the sides of two ladies here. Now, dagdagan natin yung load ng situation. Kasi para kay Mylene, parang nakikita ko may siya. Dagdagan natin ng load. I-twist natin yung situation. But, okay, I remember si Brian, yung asawa ni Paula. He is not Adventist, but because Paula, also half ng family ni Brian is Adventist na din. But Paula risked his the situation na pwede siyang makuha ni Brian, but blessing that Paula's hindi siya na-influence ng but si Brian yung na-influence siya at nagiging kasama natin si Brian. And let's say, dagdagan natin situation, let's say that rich man, wag tayo kasing maging prejudice lang ha. Let's say this rich man is mahal mo. And then the Adventist Adventist na kasama mo is na shway-shway, pwedeng mahalin. Unos-unos. Pwede mo siyang mahalin. So, sino ang pakikinggan mo? Ang puso mo o ang kanyang faith? Ay, hindi naman. Hindi mo sasabi. Sino ang pakikinggan mo? Ano yung igagawin mong basis sa sarili mo to choose?
Ako talaga ang tatanungin ito? Di ba ikaw? Si Cham. O si Cham talaga.
I will choose the man I love. Char lang. Baka ganun lang. Hindi, kasi Hindi, kasi ewan ko, ito kasi tinuro talaga sa akin ng father ko, sa kanang mother ko, choose the man who you love the most. Kasi, you cannot be in a marriage if you're not in love with that person. Ngayon, you know for yourself if that person is with a believer or not. It comes with a package. So, ako kasi hindi naman ako kung siya ng believer. Kasi meron din naman ako nami-meet na non-believer, pero their principles in life are very, very strong and very, very righteous. It's just that they're not raised in a Christian family. But there's really a great risk. So, nasa sayo pa din kung anong choice mo. I'd rather be in that kind of man that be naman, shway-shway lang yung love, tapos pipilitin mo lang dahil same faith. There are marriages that even if you're in a same faith, it's still not a good marriage. And it still not be, even if you're in the same faith na pareho kayong Adventist, pero, di ba, hindi pa din yun ganun ka-guarantee na mag-work yung marriage nyo. And if that is the situation that you're given, ako, choice ko talaga yun. Yung tsatsagain, love mo tsatsagain mo, choice ko kasi alam ko kasama yun sa package na non-Adventist siya. And dahil alam ko yun, I will try my best para to work that out. Sa situation na yun, ha? Pero kung meron ka namang Adventist na na-meet na mahal mo, why not? Diba?
May tanong ka ba? Okay.
For these two marriages, can you give them an advice of how choosing? They know how to choose by themselves, but some advices that help also for their future.
Ako nga ang finale.
Okay, well,
Dalang mo yung kanyo ka dyan.
the one who is at my right side, it's very well said. I will agree to that. But based on my experience, if you really love and then the one you love is not that faithful, then as what she said, you really have to work for it, so that you will have the same faith. I will give the example of my own sister. The one, her husband, he died already. He was what we call, sacristan, assistant by the priest, devoted Catholic. But then, I think it didn't reach or maybe a year, my sister, he noticed that my sister keeps on praying at the middle of the night, and then they were holding, she's praying with her daughter, and then they were holding hands, and then even the husband is just lying there sleeping, and then after some time, the husband saw them kneeling down and they prayed, and then all of a sudden, her husband received this what we call the Bible study, and then after that, he was really faithful until he died. Even when he was, about to die in the hospital, because he was in the hospital admitted, he really called up a pastor and requested a prayer and like that. So, as long as you love, then, and then if the one you love, you will get, you will become a couple and you will get married, then you really have to work for it and pray hard. Whereas if you have the same faith, maybe because there are some situation also that you're not totally fall in love with this guy, but you made a choice. Maybe me. But I love my husband, of course, but because he's the only Seventh-day Adventist, suitor that I have that time. And then my parents was telling, oh, you better marry him because, there's no problem, blah, 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 something like that. But really, he's very good to me. That is why I'm very much pampered because every time they will ask me to talk, I will not talk. I could sing, I could give someone, but to pray, like to give a sermon, something like that. Because I said to myself that it is like a bit, if I will, because I always see that once you are really talking there to give a sermon, meaning you have to be like, you have to set an example of yourself, something like that. And I'm not worth something. That is my own perception. I'm not worried to that because if you are talking, you are sharing, then you have to work for it. You have to live with it, something like that. That is what I have in my mind. And always my husband is the one doing it for me. But just lately, I said to myself, Lord, I don't want that my brethren will be disappointed like that, when they are asking from me. So Lord, please help me that I could be used of your word, especially in the church. Because I'm always asking my husband, because the fact that my husband is a pure Seventh-day Adventist. So totally there's no really problem. But if you will get married with a non-Adventist or sway like that, then you really have to work for it. And that's it.
Thank you so much, ladies.
Okay na daw. Last word, brother.
Last word. Hindi pa ako mamamatay, pero last word ko na to. The situation that sister, anong pangalan mo, Rosel? Esther. Okay, Esther. Stated a while ago, parang ako yun eh. Akala ko nga, ni-research niya to, tapos parang kasi tinitingnan niya ako habang nagsasalita. That's me, that she's telling about. So, first of all, being a Seventh-day Adventist, we are taught in our Christian belief that we should not be equally yoked with unbelievers. Ellen G. White, the Bible says so. So, if, example, the ladies, sa mga single ladies, no, kung may mga naniligaw sa inyo inside the church, take time to know that person well. And, di ba, my love, don't hesitate to, yung hanap baka mo, you have to get out of the church to look for somebody else, pogi, handsome, rich, and everything else. It's not like that. Because richness, yung kapogihan, it's just passing away. It's a physical thing. Pero an Adventist man, we love. If he is not mature enough being a Christian, naging kayo, ma-develop kayo pareho. Unlike the one Cham said a while ago, okay din yun, but you have risked your faith. Just like me. Kaya nga sinasabi ko sa inyo, since I was a little child, I was in the church already. I grew up in the church. But then, ewan ko ba kung ano ang nangyari sa buhay ko rin, that my pastor, my doctor, my nurse, kung sino naman ng mga, syempre maganda din talaga ako noon. Gusto ko talaga maging pastor's wife. When I was in MVC, hindi binigay ni Lord. Ako yung, yun na nga, yung mata mo kasi, instant tumingin ka dito sa loob ng church, doon talaga nagiging duling ka ba? Yung, you have another, yung ways na gusto mo talaga tumingin doon sa labas. Kasi nga, mas pogi talaga yung mga tagalabas. Yun talaga eh. That's the right thing there. You know, that is the consequences. The non-SDA friends that I have, they're handsome, they're more...
Yan ang pagkakamali mo.
Kaya nga experience ko so that they will not follow the things that I have experienced. So that, oh, ito na. Oo, pogi, mabango, sports-minded, mayaman, intelligent being. Ano bang hahanapin mo na hindi mo nakita doon sa mga Seventh-day Adventist? But, ano na pala ako, di ba? Yun, the thing that Ate Letty said is true. Because when you entered into a relationship and ang karelasyon mo ay non-SDA, you have parang hindi ko alam kung anong klaseng faith na dapat ka magkaroon. Kung anong klaseng prayer na ipag-pray mo kay Lord. Lahat-lahat na lang. Siguro mitim na lang ang tuhod ko sa kaluluhod nga at kapag fasting. Kaya siguro slim na talaga ako dahil sa fasting ko.
Wait for the perfect time.
I did the fasting, I did the prayer, I asked the pastors of every church that I went to, the layman, pero hindi talaga. Because I think there are, yung parang may mga, ano tayo sa buhay, hindi naman lahat-lahat ay pareho. So siguro yung burden na binigay ni Lord sa akin, kasi alam niya na kaya ko. Pero the thing that I want to point out is that, kung single lang kayo, dito na kayo humanap. Huwag niyong ilagay ang sarili niyo na sa kapahamakan, distraction, and kasi sabihin kong totoo, ito na yung totoo. So yun mga sisters, hindi kayo tumingin sa gwapo. May gwapo din dito sa loob ng church, di ba Chan? Chan, may magaling din kumanta dito sa loob ng church. Don't look from the boys outside kasi sila, mga ano yung kinakanta nila, mga lead me Lord. Dito talagang iba, he leadeth me. So, thank you so much. I hope that sa mga single, Giselle, maghanap ka dito. Marami pang single dito. Yun.
Kasi Giselle, ang tingting na lang dito.
Thank you, girls, for the very nice input. So, for the last, quick answer. For the last question, last na, quick na. When you grow old, Ate Letty, hindi pa naman ka old. When you grow old, cite me the major ministry that you can do in our church. Major ministry that you can do. Let's say, 10 years from now. Quick.
Lagay na kayo next
Ako?
Ate Letty, umpisa. After
10 years too late.
Hindi na may involved ka.
Sige, lagay na yan.
Minutes na rin. Dorcas na lang. Ano yun? Hindi, maybe,
Well, engage yourself.
maybe, music. Music ministry. I'm not
Yun.
directors actually, but maybe like that. If there's some evangelism or somebody will go for evangelism, then I could sing. Or maybe through if I have money, I could share some. If I can